Hello, everyone. Come right on in. Today was day one of the P Diddy trial. I'm just giving you a day one wrap up, if you will. And we'll report throughout the trial. It's supposed to last about 2 months. And I've had some requests to cover this. So I wanted to make sure that I did so. So today was day one, and it was jury selection. This will be finished probably about Friday or so, according to Judge Aron. So there were many people who came in, but only 19 were qualified to be jurors. They'll probably come up with about 45 and then whittle it down until they get a certain number of people. Now, Diddy showed up at 9 o'clock in the morning. He has been in the jail since September the 16th, and he's being charged with a number of charges. And they range from hitting on people to buying people. So it's a lot going on in the P. Diddy case. Now, P. Diddy showed up again at 9 o'clock a.m. He was dressed in a black sweater, black pants over a white shirt, and he had on glasses. I think somebody may have told him to look very sophisticated and smart. He had been turning gray. So throughout, when he first came, his hair was black. And then as you see, as time goes on, his hair turns white. And he's been in there since September. So not even a real long time for his hair to turn white. But he is under pressure. Not only is he facing the charges that the federal government has brought against him, but he's also facing several civil charges, some from several years ago, and some from right here and right now, not long ago at all. And they are people who are bringing charges against him who are male, female, young, old. I mean, it doesn't look like Diddy discriminated on anything. It was a power play, it seems like to me. And, you watch a lot of videos and people say a lot of things about what happened around Diddy's life, and it's just really sad. And so that's why this has been of interest to me. And that's why I've said I'm going to at least to try to keep up and keep the Royalers up to date on what's happening with his. So the case begins once has entered the courtroom. He did hug one of his lawyers. He had 8 lawyers with him, so he is not playing. I can only imagine what his legal bill is, y'all. I bet it is outrageous. So he hugged his lawyer. He is hugging him like for dear life. And throughout the case, at one time, Diddy asked to be excused because he needed to go to the gentleman's room. And the judge first denied him, but then Diddy said that, quote unquote, he was nervous. And so then the judge allowed him to go. So was able to leave. I'm sure that he is nervous. If Diddy's found guilty on all of these things, he could be facing life in prison. So this is a very serious matter. These charges are very serious. So this is not a matter to be played with. Either he's going to face the justice of what he's done, what he's accused of. Is it okay to have these type of swinging parties? Some people stand on one side to say, look, these people were grown. These people were going in there doing whatever they wanted to do. They were getting parts. They were getting record contracts. They were doing whatever they needed to do in order to move up. But then you have this other side to say, no, no, no. These people did not expect to be abused, reportedly, allegedly, uh, giving things that they had not given them permission to. So there's two sides to every story. We'll see what sides come out to be true in this particular story. Now, also interesting, as they were going through the jurors, and they excused different jurors for different reasons. One juror worked for a marketing company. A couple of jurors knew Kim Porter and Al B. Shore, so that was interesting. There was a juror who worked for HBO. There was one juror who was dismissed because of a language barrier, so she wasn't able to be a good juror. So these are the reasons that they did dismiss some jurors. Now, the most interesting parts that came out of this particular case was reading off of the names of some of the people who may be seen or mentioned throughout the case. Now, these people have not been accused of anything. We don't know if these people are witnesses for Diddy or for the prosecution, but these names were mentioned on day one. We're not even day two. Day one of the court case. Michael B. Jordan, Kid Cudi, Michelle Williams, the comedian Michael Myers, the producer Don Richards. She's currently going through a court case with him now. Lauren London. And so these are the names that were mentioned on day one who may be called to testify. For what reasons? We don't know why these names were mentioned. Some believe because, they were in Diddy's circle. You may have seen them with them. But to me, why would you go to court and have to testify? Perhaps there was some information that the prosecution could use to compel them to come in and testify. Now, we know Cassie and Kid Cudi, there is an incident around a car being destroyed. So I believe that may be why Kid Cudi and Cassie may be in there. And then there was some talk that the tape will not be used that was released. Now, and oddly, though his family had been there at all the other trials, no one was there today. Not one family member, as far as like his mom or his children. So we'll keep our eye on that, at least to the public. So that was day one. As a wrap up, thank you for joining me. It's been Lady TrenettWilson, your lecturer and social historian. And as Diddy let me just say was, one of the most royal, black, and elite people for the last 20 years, I think this is pretty much the case of the century. Even more than R. Kelly, even more than Bill Cosby, because this man was bigger. His reach was more. He's also accused, I think, of more than what those two men were accused of. And both of them went to jail. So we'll see what the outcome is. Remember, all of this is alleged. The court case is not on television. It will not be televised. But USA Today is doing live updates every day if you want to keep a live update. But at the end of your day, you can come right on over here to Royal Black and Elite, and we'll do a wrap up for you as well. I want to thank you for joining me. And listen, we have a lot of great Black history videos that you can now tap right on into, right down below, anywhere, one of these videos, and continue to learn about our Royal Black. Now, don't forget, our lectures are for educational and entertainment purposes only, and the Fair Use Act is in effect. Now, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and tell me what you think about day one of Diddy's case in Elite History. Thank you for joining me.